Okay, guys, what's up? It's me and Reese, me and John Brown. We're here having salads together at the park. I told you guys you were gonna get a second vlog from us today. So we're having salads together.
You're fine.
Yeah, I am. And this guy is playing music, so don't mind the music. I think I just got stung, but I don't know. Okay, guys, so how's everyone's day today? I'm mixing it together, but it doesn't want to move. We're in the park, like I said. Get out of my food. So the topic for today is how me and Jama met, okay? How did we meet, boo? Oh, you have to talk. Quiet, like a mute. Oh, and I'm having strawberry and
Water.
what?
Water.
Water. So I'm trying to. It's one of these carrot drinks that they have. Don't mind all the noise. There's a cicada. There's bugs.
That's a good sound.
It's a good video. Here I go. I'm gonna try it. Bottoms up, guys. And you gonna try something?
Let's have a breakfast.
It tastes good. We'll try some. She never wants to try anything that you say try.
My cheese is salty.
Really? Oh. It tastes good, guys. There's just a lot of bugs. And I don't do bugs, even though I come from a farm. They're just flies. So, how me and Jama met was
To the agency.
doing an agency for people with disabilities. And I told you guys that I have a disability. You guys know that. I've told you that in one of my first videos. If you're a true fan, you would have seen it.
Yeah. You have a disability. It's not that like mental disability. You have a disability for walking. He's very slow sometimes. Before, not now. Before he's very slow. He have a problem though about reading, counting the numbers. But now he is okay.
Yeah, when she came to me, I wasn't reading that good. I was reading like at a first grade level of reading all through high school, guys. That was a problem for me because they never focused on helping me learn how to read better. It frustrated me a lot because no one was helping me with my reading, but my best friend John, he was helping me. He was one of the first people to help me when I moved to Florida. Shout out to you, John. I never practiced after that. After I left that school, University High School, shout out to you. Oh my God. When I went to Timber Creek High School, I just made the best of myself. They never helped me. My teacher never helped me at that school at all. Like literally at all. So I just did not do anything for the longest time. And then I met her in 2014 and she helped me become a person and have a backbone and stuff that I needed from a true friend at that time, because at that time I was completely by myself, just came out of a bad relationship, didn't have people back in my life yet. Oh my gosh, why do I keep spilling? Why am I so nervous to talk to you guys? I talk to you guys every day and I'm like so nervous. I don't know why. But it was really good. So Jama's turn.
So I tried to teach him how to use the bank, how to use the ATM, how to count the money,
Yeah.
how to budget the money, and how to do the grocery.
Yeah.
And then
She went through hell because of it.
uh, time come, I taught him how to food by himself, to stand by himself, you know, to fight for all this craziness in the right way. That nobody can bully you, nobody can treat you like a shit. Oh,
You're fine.
you know. Now he's stronger enough. He understood enough. He can read more. He can count more. He can conquer everything in his life now.
Yeah. Because Jama came into my life at a time that I was broken and I needed somebody. A lot of my audiences, a lot of my viewers are young. They haven't been through stuff yet. But if you, I mean, they probably have. A lot of young people do go through stuff, so I take that back. But if you can find a true friend in your life that can come in at the time that you need them, if you're dealing with a bad breakup, arguments with your parents, lost your best friend, whatever, and if you can find that one true friend that can come in and wake you up and say, wake the heck up, then that's a good person to have in your life. And Jama was that person for me that I was looking for, that I was needing in that time frame in my life, because I just came out of a bad breakup. Well, I wasn't even out of a breakup yet. She helped me realize that I did not need to be in that relationship because I was being used and abused and neglected and taken advantage of. So she helped me get away from my ex-girlfriend and my ex-girlfriend's best friend who was taking advantage of me too. And helped me realize that I was worth something, because I really did not think I was worth anything. And that is why I kept eating myself to death, because I'm like, oh, that's the quickest way to die. And it wasn't. It was taking a toll on my body. And I was ruining, what am I trying to say? I was ruining the alignment of people's cars because of how much I weighed. I ruined her Honda. She had a Honda Civic. Older than my, no, I think it was the same year as my dad. No, I don't know if it was the same year as my dad's Civic, but I was ruining her alignment. I was ruining my mom's alignment. Her Camaro alignment, and your van alignment. So I was embarrassed to go places with her. I was embarrassed to do stuff because I felt like, oh well, sooner or later she's gonna be like, boom, I can't take you anywhere anymore because you're messing up my cars. And I knew she wouldn't do that because she's not a hateful person and she would never do that to hurt me. But I knew like time was gonna come and it was gonna happen. Because I know the people at the tire shops were asking her what was happening to her car. So, okay, your turn now. So, well, what I want you guys to get from this video is, Drama has stuck by me for over 5 years. We're going on our 6th year this October. Oh my God, a piece of tree fell in my food. Cause we're under pine trees. We can see them back here. Um, she means a lot to me. I love being with her all the time, but I can't because she works.
But she almost lost me because of her new friend. That's he think that's like maybe this is it.
Because what happened was someone took my phone and someone texted her, "I don't need your services anymore. I'm done with you." And her reply to that was, what was your reply to that?
Okay.
She said, "Okay."
It's fine. Enjoy. And then he said, "Oh, that's easy. That's how easy you threw me away." I said, "That's what you want."
And that person stole my phone without my permission and texted her because that person was jealous of her, and that person was seeing how close we were getting and was like, "What about me? Like, don't forget me," and all this other stuff. Oh my God. I just spilled salad on my boob. So that was 2017? Did that happen? We don't fight. We've never had fought, have we? No, we've never fought. We just get along.
No, we get a fight when he got the money. Because he gave it to his girlfriend. That's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I put that money for his family. His family thinking like I'm stealing his money. I'm doing this is money, but people didn't realize. People didn't appreciate.
You Alright, give me a minute. People thought she was stealing my money. But what happened was, we went to the bank that day, I took out all my money. First time I ever took out all my money. Look, Camaro. When I took out all my money, I was really excited. And I was like, "Oh, look, I have money," and I started waving the money like fan at my face. And then the next day, my ex called me and was like, "Can you come over," or whatever it was. I forgot how I got to her house or to her trailer. And she took all my money, and they were all in 20s. And then the next day, Jama picked me up from my house and was like, "Where's your money? You didn't buy nothing. What happened to your money?" And I told her what happened to my money. And so she didn't talk to me the whole time we were out, guys. The whole week she did not talk to me. She picked me up. We went to wherever. No, we would go like I was kind of like in punishment. Like I was almost kind of like, a timeout kind of thing. Like she did not talk to me, didn't say nothing to me, just picked me up. We drove around. We went to wherever. She's like, "Where are we going?" I'm like, "I need to go to Walmart." I got my groceries. She didn't say nothing to me, brought me back home. That was it. And then, I don't know when we started talking, but she told me how she felt. And at first I was like, the famous words, "Boo, you don't understand. People don't understand." And then she was right. Let's just say anyone who ever told me to run was right. Everybody who told me that it was not a good situation was right. And that guy is so stupid. He's in a canoe, guys, in a lake filled with alligators, and he's up to one of the alligators' nests right now. And if an alligator bites him, it's his fault.
Will you interrupt into another topic?
Because the guy just came up on his boat. Mm. Mm. You guys know me. You know I get sidetracked so fast. Oh my god, we're at 15 minutes. My videos have never been that long. Mm. Mm.
So that's his life before. He is now. He just yes, no, yes, no. Now he realized everything. How life is funny is, you know. Sometimes he don't listen before. He said that, oh, you don't understand how I feel. Okay, go ahead, enjoy. The one day he asked me, Boo, can you help me to buy the ring? I said, what? A ring? I said, Boo, think first 100 times, a million times if that girl is good for you. Then he listened to me, but it takes a while before he listened to me, before he realized that all of that is for money.
Yep.
All of that is just like here I am now, just like the family thinking that I'm stealing his money, you know. But I ignore it because my heart is clean when it comes to that one, because I never cheat his money, I never stole his money, you know. He have life, he have mind, you know. Matthew is wise enough when it comes to money. So how come I can steal his money? I never borrow his money. I never use his money to buy these things, you know. I never count. We share each other. I never count. I never say that, oh, you're stealing my money. But someone say that I'm stealing his money, and then people believe it because maybe they look at me like I'm stupid, you know. I'm just like ignorant, like a short lady's ignorant, you know, just like new in this country, something like that. No, we just talking like a regular talk. Okay, we're not saying that we're hurting somebody's feelings. We're, you know, I'm just a real talk, because even though people say that to me, but I just ignore it because that's not true, you know. If someone is tired to see things bad to me, then he's tired. He needs to relax, you know. But time come that she realize everything is too late.
Yeah.
So if someone sees something bad to you and then they ask you to for forgiveness or to say sorry, and then you did not do anything, how you feel? You know. So did you think like you did not do anything bad or say bad words or whatever, and then they ask you to ask say sorry, and then that's enough, and then I don't know, people is funny. So luckily I hate people just like being controlling someone's feeling, someone's wants to do something, you know, because we have an individual mindset in our life. We have individual just like how to do this, how to do it. Even though you're retarded or whatever, you have your own brain, you know. If a special people needs help, just guide him, you know. Just bring him in a right way, teach him in a right way. Don't force him to learn these things. Don't force him to eat these things. Don't force him to do these things. Just let them work, you know. Let them work his brain. If his brain is working this way, it's not the right way, then you need to see something. Not like, oh, no, you cannot do that. You need to do this. This is the right way. No, you need to learn first for him before he learns to you. You know. That's give and take, because you try to build up his life in a wrong way, just like being controller. That's not right. Me, I hate people being controller. I hate that because just like no one can control us. We have our own life, you know. Oh, I talk a lot.
No, boo, it's good because they need to know. They need to know the truth about when you're dealing with people with disabilities. Oh my God, these cicadas are so loud. It sounds like I'm in Africa or
No,
something.
that's good.
So,
We're in the country, guys.
oh my God, they're getting louder on purpose.
Yeah, because they're noisy. Wow!
So, but what she's telling you guys is true. When you're dealing with people with disabilities, there's certain people that are so controlling of that person because, and I'm going to talk from what I've learned in my 30-something years of dealing with a disability and having people that they think that they're doing the best for you, but truthfully, they're not doing the best for you. Yeah, I told you, and I feel so full right now.
You're done?
I finished my salad, guys, and I feel sick to my stomach right now. Yeah.
The cheese is
The cheese was way too much, and that was blue cheese, and I don't like blue cheese. Today I used my eyes, but I'm still good. Like I'm still good because it was a salad. I could have got worse than a salad. So, and I did really good. I did 4 ounces of chicken, and I can have all the salad I want, the doctor said, and I didn't do any croutons and nothing like that. I did blue cheese, 4 ounces of blue cheese. It just did not taste good, and the dressing was so thick. And it was, I just drizzled the dressing on there. Like, it wasn't that much, like I usually do. But anyways, when you're dealing with a disability, right, and you're trying to get people...
You still working?
Yeah, it's still going. It's at 21 minutes.
Okay.
It's fine. You can have videos longer than that. This might be like an hour-long video. When you're dealing with people from a disability, okay, people who don't really understand disabilities, a disability is someone that can't read, can't write, can't function, can't talk, can't function in society on their own. So they need people like Jama to be their advocate, to speak for them, to talk for them. My situation, like I told you guys when I first started YouTube, I was reading at a first grade level when I was 18 years old when I graduated high school. No one put the initiative or the effort to help me learn how to read, and I blame that on being homeschooled. There's nothing wrong with being homeschooled if you have the right teachers, but with me just having one teacher who did and had a bunch of other people to teach, no one worked one-on-one with me. I did have it, but it stopped because they put focus on other people and to get other people skying and going, and I got pushed to the corner. If you ask anybody who knows me, who's known me my whole life, knows that I'm a very, 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 very educated person, smart person, know stuff. I'm street smart, I'm home smart, I'm now just learning about social media smart. Like, I am the most positive and sweet person. You can ask Jama that. Jama knows that. I think that's why we've got along for so long, because Jama is wise and she's older than me, but she understands what I've been through because of just listening and hearing my stories and hearing my frustration and seeing me to the point of tears sometimes, of calling her crying because I've dealt with so much. And she's finally proud. Well, she was proud of me because I'm strong, but she's proud of me now because I've taken my life back and we can walk, we can go places, all the things that we used to do when we first started working together.
The dwarf and the giant.
Yeah, that's gonna be our new book. We want to write a book called that, or come out with a clothesline. That would be cool. So today's message that I want you guys to take from today's message is: someone might tell you that you're not going to be something. Someone might tell you that you will never amount to something. Someone might tell you that you're not good enough. You know in the bottom of your heart that you're good enough. You know that you can overpower whatever your disability is. You know if you're a good artist, singer, actor, designer, good at sports.
Yeah, God have a plan.
Yeah, God has a purpose for you. It took me 30-something years to realize what my purpose was. And I'm finally knowing what it is. It's this, putting out videos to help people. And our relationship is key to how Jama says this thing that God knew that she needed me, and that I'm her, what did you call me? Her adopted... No, you say it. She'll say
Matthew belongs to me.
Yes, that's
when it comes to spiritual, Matthew belongs to my, let's say, it's strictly like an organization, you know? Just like, Matthew is smart in a different way. Well, she learned quick in a different way.
Yeah.
If people didn't understand who is Matthew is, that's why they talk a lot, you know. They just like tak 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 tak. But if you understand people, you just quiet and be observant and then do your report.
Yeah.
You know? Because if you don't understand, you keep asking, you keep bothering these people, you know. That's how the situation is. Me, the first time I saw Matthew, I got you. The problem is not yours. The problem is all around you. That's what it is. But he don't believe that in the beginning.
Nope.
I saw it already. I knew it already who is Matthew is. You know. And then if I'm very observant to him, he is very observant to me too.
Yeah.
Because I'm a quiet person, I'm a funny person, I'm a giving, I'm a loving person, but don't bring me down, just like bully me down. Because sometimes I can smile, I can give you smile, I can say that, Lord, have mercy these people, Lord, touch these people's heart, because people, they don't understand, you know. You know, everybody, if you know the word of God, you know, if you know how to praise the God, you have peace of mind.
I feel like there's a duck behind us.
So if you dig who is Matthew now, is big different. You know, you cannot bully anymore. You cannot play with him like a baby. You cannot treat him like a baby. You cannot tell them what to do, because he have his own life. He have his own voice. He have his own mindset.
Yeah.
So if they need you, they need your advice, they need your, you know, support, you know. That's how you treat special people, because if you treat him like you're doing tight, so that he can learn with you, that's not right. You know, let them do it. You know, let them do it, and then watch him, observe him, and then correct him. That's it. That's how you handle people, like, because people like special needs, they need more understanding and patience and love.
Yeah.
You know,
And attention. They need
and
more
attention.
because they don't get that sometimes at home. In some situations, the parents that are born with children or have children with disabilities, they don't know how to take care of them or discipline them or raise them. So what they do is they go to the wacky doctors, because I call them wacky doctors because I had some, and they tell them to drug them or to get rid of them. Because like in the early 1900s, 1800s, whatever it was, they were put in a special needs home where sometimes they were tied to the bed, sometimes they were abused, sometimes they were beaten, because there were people who go way
That's why
back.
it's a lot of people now is in that, just like in a rehab.
Yeah.
Because people, they don't understand. Oh, he have this kind of sickness. Okay, we can give this kind of medication so that he can behave. We can, you know, obey. But that's not the right way, because if you try to teach people, if you try to overcome his weaknesses, you don't need a medicine.
Yeah.
Just hear your voice, just hear your advice nicely. It's not just like you're teaching him just like you're upset, you're frustrated for everything. That's not.
Yeah. We had a client. We were working with somebody. Well, Jama was working with them, but she was sharing the person with me. And right away, I could see that this person was just like me when I was there, when I was on medication.
Yeah, that's your mirror.
Yeah, that was my mirror. I finally got to see somebody that was just like me.
Understand more.
Yeah, I understood with what my family was dealing with, and I understood with what Jama was dealing with when she first worked with me. But I saw that before with my ex's little son because he had ADHD and was all that stuff. So I saw it, but because that got pulled away, I didn't get to really watch him raise him or see him grow up and do something good with his life. But in this situation, we were able to see her without her medication, and we were able to see her with her medication. Without her medication, she was the sweetest, funnest person. We had so much fun that day. And all she wanted was someone just to give her a cell phone, understand her. And we were doing that, but then they put her back on medication, and then she got really rude. And to this day, now she's miserable because me and Jama were trying to help her. Like, me and Jama want to help people. We want to do stuff for people. But there's so much that we can do right now because we're still dealing with a lot of stuff. But we might start doing little stuff like this because this is good to get this stuff out, right? I mean, do you like this? Do you not like this?
Yeah.
I
think if Matthew learn more,
Yeah.
understand more, maybe he become a counseling, a counselor.
That's my dream, is to be a
Because-
counselor.
Because he experienced a lot of his life. He can see people's disability. He can see himself to the other people. You know, so he have experience already, and then he knows how to put everything. He knows how to overcome all this stressful stuff in his life. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for him. I'm proud of him. Yes, he's listening to me for how many decades first.
For 5 years, we're going on our 6th year.
You know, so people who see something to me that I'm stealing, I'm doing this, I'm doing that to him, it's up to you. If you're happy doing that way, I'm happy for you.
Yeah, and
But
they don't.
For me, I'm not guilty for anything.
Yeah.
You know, I'm doing what I'm doing in a nice way, in a different way.
Yeah, Jama.
To help these
Yeah.
people. Okay.
She doesn't steal from me. She's never, ever, ever stolen from me. What I tell people who have said and accused her of stealing, Jama gives more to me than anything. Jama gives more to me than I give to Jama. We have a relationship where we would, when I was eating junk food and stuff, she would buy, I would buy, she would buy. But she bought most of the time because I was always broke. Because I was buying so much junk and buying stuff that I didn't need. So, I mean, okay guys, so we're signing off. Come say goodbye. Me and Jama are signing off.
See you the next episode.
Yes, this
What's
is part
up,
1.
What's up?
This is What's Up Talk with Jama and Reese Boy.
Yeah, that's a garden talk.
Yeah, we'll call it our nature talk. All right, guys,
See you
love
next
you.
time.
Peace. Okay, we can stop. Just hit the big red button. Bye, guys. Love you.
This one?
Uh-huh.